Today on the Postfield Show, we're at Wasteland Weekend.
Welcome to Wasteland Weekend. This is our first year coming to Wasteland. We were lucky enough to go and be brought directly into a tribe. Wasteland is an accumulation of some of the most creative, interesting, and just wild people you have ever met. This is a place that is so unique and just absolutely awesome. On top of being able to live out your post-apocalyptic Fallout Mad Max daydreams, this is honestly probably the greatest group of people that just look like absolute psychos that I have ever met in my entire life.
Oh, fuck yeah. Alright, we're here, Wasteland Weekend. This is Icarus.
Hell yeah.
How many years have you been coming to Wasteland?
This will be my 4th fucking year.
4th fucking year. If you could go and describe what Wasteland is, what would you say it is?
Wasteland is a chance to be anybody and anything you've wanted to be, to express yourself, to build a community, just meet other like-minded crafters and makers, and just the best lovely bunch of weirdos you'll ever fucking meet.
And your getup is based on Waterworld, correct?
Correct.
Alright, how long did you say it would take to craft all this?
So it's been built over a few years. The battle vest, it's an ongoing thing, of course, as you collect patches and stuff like that. So the overall distressing, maybe 2 or 3 hours worth of actual work, but all the patches, a few years, keep coming back, you know. Everything else, roughly, actually only about an hour project on most things, you know. So, and it's a lot of wandering around, putting things together, trying it out, taking it off, and seeing what fits.
What would be the most favorite thing that you have ever experienced at Wasteland?
I like the trading card system, actually. That's my big jam.
Alright. And that's done by Sluggo, correct?
It sure is, yeah. So he, you can pose for it, take a photo, give him some information. He makes a ball card of yourself, and you can go out and find your card, get booster packs, find other people with cards, get them signed, and it's just it's a super cool experience to have like a vintage feel on something like that. It's just amazing.
Thank you, Chris. I much appreciate it.
Yeah. And a mighty fuck you.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
All right.
So one of the first things that we really wanted to do was the Faceless Merchants Challenge, which we went to the trading post and got all squared away with. Oh boy, let me tell you, I fell deep into the bartering system, but we'll see that in just a second. While I did that, the rest of our tribe was on another mission.
Tell us what we're doing with the disposable cameras.
So, Lady Diesel here bought us those old, like, wind-up disposable cameras. And we have been going around town just taking pictures of things with them, you know, kind of like how they used to do in the olden days. And I think Cave is gonna go out and try to fulfill his Faceless Merchant thing and probably take Icarus with him and go take a couple pictures on the way. And I'm gonna sit right here and drink my water and cool down with my baby wipe.
Very nice. And you guys were able to go and get pictures with those wind-up cameras of Sluggo
winning the campaign for mayor. So, was it sheriff?
Yeah.
Sheriff, for sheriff. So yeah, he won, and we got a picture of him all standing up on the podium with his whole campaigning team and everything. Looked awesome.
We'll insert the picture here.
Right here.
Right there. Yeah! Fuck yeah! This place is sick.
Dude, this place is
awesome. This is so sick, dude.
This dude let us climb on top of this bus that he put a pirate ship on top of. It was nuts. Wasteland Weekend is all about creating and showing and bringing people into some weird, fun ideas that you have for what happens at the end of the world.
What do you think the craziest thing that you saw at Wasteland was? Like the craziest creation?
Craziest creation. Oh, that's tough. I mean, there was so much out there. Like, the cars were one thing, but I think everybody's little individual bars had so much weird stuff inside of them. It was awesome. Like that disco lounge was.
That was really cool.
That was
the disco lounge.
That was pretty cool. Right there. That's the disco lounge. That was pretty sweet to go in there and hang out at night and see all the crazy lights in there.
I think mine was, and it sounds really stupid, but I do think mine was everyone's costumes because not a single person's looked the same.
Yeah, you had like similar aspects because
it's the end of the world.
End of the world, yeah. But you're right. Nobody had the exact same thing. Everybody had personality galore. One lady had her bra was made out of saw blades.
I remember you telling me about that.
That was so wild. Yeah, she was out in front of Zeke's. This is when we also did the part of the Faceless Merchants. This is when we were getting the gun runners, which was cool. But it was really awesome. We spent a ton of time right there at the barter hole, and it allowed us to meet a ton of people. And we went all over. They had the list that you had to go get. There's tons of people have covered it on YouTube beforehand, but it is a really cool like beginning quest for people. And
you got lucky though; no one came after you. So
yeah,
that might be because Climb Buffer's like 7 foot tall. So
yeah, that was pretty cool. They one of the things we were introduced to with that was you can get bodyguards, and that can be another game that other people can play while you're doing your thing.
Ripper! Everyone gets pulled the toilet! Oh, Kid Rock!
Hell yeah.
I never got to do that like rock'em sock'em dildo robot thing.
No, I kept breaking down. We did watch it one night while it was running for a little bit, but that was pretty cool.
However, right after this, we did meet the most smartest man in all of Wasteland.
So the ice cream man just rolled up. In like an elementary school, everybody just stopped and swarmed him. For cold, delectable treats. This guy's a savior.
This man was almost tackled by every single one of us on our little block right there, especially by me and Carolyn. We were going to get that ice cream one way or another.
Like at that point in time, the temperature was so hot, and he was just out in force, just getting ice cream to people. He also had that really badass kilt made out of the neckties.
Yeah, I don't remember his name, but if he sees our video, I'm begging you, dude, please do that again next year, or I guess this year.
Yeah.
Do this every single year for every year that you come.
It was so awesome.
Best person ever. So now that you've been to Wasteland, what do you think is one bit of advice you would give somebody who's thinking of going to Wasteland?
Drink a shitload of water.
That was going to be my advice.
Yeah. It was pretty hot when we went out there. I mean, it's the desert, so you're going to go and see like desert things too. Like we had there's a little kangaroo mice and stuff, which was cool to see. Like,
yeah, there's one right under my car.
Yeah, that was cool. So there's like a little bit of wildlife. That was pretty cool that they had individuals there to actually handle wildlife if they had gotten into people's tents. Like this little snake right here. This little guy, he was at our camp. He's a little garter snake, so we didn't really care. We just kind of let him do his thing. But there was handlers for animals in case they like popped around, which was cool. That's not something that anyone had said beforehand.
Yeah.
It was just like, I'm sure people have a fear of like, oh.
Well, and there's rattlesnakes and stuff out there too, so.
Yeah, it's like, what if a rattlesnake gets there? Oh, well, they have animal handlers to come move them into safe areas.
Honestly, some of the best parts of this weekend was the fact that there was so many people there that were there literally just to help. So the animal handlers, the EMTs, the cops, just the people who were out there. They fight for this weekend to come out and help at Wasteland, and their entire main job is just to make sure that we're all like fed and watered and we don't get animal bites.
I thought it was cool that you could go up to the cops and trade bottle caps with them if you have your own. And then some of them will have their own that you can go and get too.
We have one too.
Oh yeah, we definitely have some, but it was pretty cool. We saw some when they were doing the Thunderdome. Yeah, at the Thunderdome they were there. That was pretty cool.
And they were watching too, like just like sit back watching all of us just be drunk little idiots. Like
yeah, that was fun. The Margaritaville meetup was also a really fun
Oh, our
event.
little Jimmy Buffett party we got invited to.
Yeah, because Jimmy Buffett passed away, so they did a memorial for him.
Turned him into Saint Jimmy.
Patron saint of the burgers and booze.
Margaritas. I think this was all our favorite part because these guys actually made real food.
Yeah, and shortly after that, we were able to go back into town and we started going and seeing the little things that were going on. We had that WWE wrestling show, and they also had the aerial list. While we were walking on into, they had that bounty getting caught, which was kind of funny.
You see your friend running after her too.
Oh, yeah, afterwards, because they had her hands tied to the rope and they drove the car and made a big old show about it.
Her friend was gonna save her. She was
Yeah.
determined.
There's a lot of bodyguards, but you take them to jail, you were saying?
Yeah, they parade them through town and kind of like perp walk them, I guess.
Nice.
But they almost always go in the like opposite direction of the jail first to make it even more embarrassing, I guess, that you got caught.
Oh, they also had this wedding procession that was going on because people were actually getting married out there. That was pretty wild. Like, we just happened to be standing next to them when they started doing that. That was pretty funny. They were very nice people from talking to. Some of them did the shows later on. Not the marriage people, but some people in the group. So they were very involved in Wasteland. So that was kind of cool. You go and meet them and, you know, see people getting married in the middle of the...
Wasteland.
At the end of the world.
Apparently true love does exist.
Even at the end of the world. A rainbow. Yeah, I think we basically just went out and had fun, did some drinks at like the Atomic Cafe, and then after that we started the next day. What were some of your favorite parts of Wasteland?
I really like the Jugger matches, which is weird because I don't like football, but I loved Jugger.
You were obsessed. You were ready to get in, beat some ass yourself.
Honestly, it looked fun. I would never. Some of those dudes were freaking massive. I watched one guy get like Spartan kicked in the chest, and I have zero want to get Spartan kicked in the chest, but it was fun to watch. That one girl out there was a badass. I don't remember her name, but
Oh yeah, the lady that joined, what was it, the LA team?
yeah, she's on the red team.
Yeah,
She was
That was
about as
pretty
tall as me.
that was pretty cool. It was also really cool at the end when they were talking about how long the Juggers have been doing their thing, and they had some of the original people who are now, the captains of the teams, come out and give a little thing about it.
Yeah, how they find all their people and the lengths they had to go to get people. One dude was from like Alaska.
Yeah. Well, and then they talked about how it was Road Warrior Weekend beforehand. That lady yelling that she was there.
The only one there, the last one there.
That was so funny.
But before Wasteland, there was Road Warrior Weekend. Who is there? Raise your hand. Any of you. They're not here anymore.
What was your favorite part?
Oh man, the barter system. I was a bartering fool. I was all up and down there just trading everything I could. It was great.
Insert photo of Trevor with 7 hats on, carrying all this different stuff here.
I had so many hats on at one point in time. I think I had something like 4 hats on at one point in time.
Every time you would leave the camp, we would all get up and basically help you get dressed. And not in the like, oh, I'm wearing a costume, this is hard kind of way, but in a like, we were just all trying to see how much we could possibly get you to carry.
I was loaded with stuff. It was great. I was able to get us some cool stuff though, so that was fun.
Yeah.
That first trade was still the best by far.
I wish we would have gotten a video of that. I think I was supposed to get a video of that, but I think I was like too stunned by the entire interaction that by the time it was over and everyone was like, oh, did you get a video? I was like, no. Like,
yeah, I traded the great Pankake fan to Spork.
whom we will never forget. For what did you get instead, baby?
So I got that really cool spyglass thing that's like a soda bottle or soda can, and it turns into a spyglass. I got a giant O,
Which me and Lady D then proceeded to paint, and we carried it around Wasteland for the rest of the week.
Every time I raised it up, it was, whoa! That was pretty great. But it was funny because when I traded it with Sport, I was like, "Oh yeah, you gotta give me a really big O," and I expected just a "oh," like a cheer. No, she did like an O as in orgasm in the middle of the street, and I was like, "Whoa, that was not what I was expecting."
A very suggestive, not even just like a moan, but there was a whole song and dance that went with it too. It was very.
It was the best.
Yeah.
The fan, the great Pankaki fan, has found a great home. It was the best trade by far.
Yeah, I think next time that's my goal. Is now that I've been and I've done the thing, I think this time, or whatever time next time we go back, I'm going to be a little more prepared. And I think I'm not going to spend as much time back at the camp as I did.
Yeah.
Because Daystar bad.
Daystar is bad. But it was cool being able to like set up the camp like that. They had Lady Diesel, Clam Buffer, Icarus had all spent the weeks coming up to Wasteland preparing that tent, and so when we got there it was so easy to set up our campsite. It was cool. It was kind of like an old canvas thrown over some PVC pipe. It's pretty rad though.
It kind of looked like a really short worm.
Yeah, I guess.
Which I think is... Didn't we end up throwing most of it away? So is there not a plan B for the next time we go?
We're just going to make it better. But it was cool. I thoroughly enjoyed it.
I wish we would have gotten in on time to see the opening ceremony.
I mean, we saw it later on.
You saw it.
Yeah, me, Rodeo, and Clam Buffer all went and watched the second opening ceremony for all the people that did show up later on, which is cool that they do that they don't just do a singular one, and if you miss it, too bad, so sad. No, they did it twice, so people who did come in a little bit later in the day could go and get squared away, and it was really awesome to go and see all the people come rolling on in, and the whole show for it was pretty fun.
Well, how long were we in line? Didn't we get in line at 7 a.m.?
No, it was later than that.
Was it? It wasn't that much later.
We were in line for a little while, but that's where we met Rodeo.
Yeah, and actually a bunch of other people, but mainly Rodeo.
Yeah, he joined our tribe, which was cool.
The entire weekend was just so unexpected at every turn, and from Rodeo joining the tribe just totally randomly just because we met him in the line, and to all the different people that we met with all their own different stories, or
neighbors.
Yeah, these guys drove around on top of the car.
It was a hearse that would play lowrider.
Yeah, the entire time. Yeah, I mean, at every turn there was nothing that was expected. It was a surprise from start to finish.
It was hot. That was expected.
I mean, other than that, the actual event was so fun. It was just cool people just being cool the entire time.
Nobody was mean the entire weekend. And we were told to fuck off all weekend.
Yeah, I mean, but that's hello. That's hello, I love you. What's up? And I probably said fuck you more times than I had ever said in my life. And I was in the Navy. I fucking said it a lot that day. I mean, you're just in this little car coming up right here. Everybody flips me off. And
1, 2.
There's 3 more. Yeah, it was just fun people. And it was just nonstop. And we went around, we took photos of some of the people that were just in their costumes, just doing things. This guy turned this Corvette into just whatever that was. Wasted Corvette, which was rad as hell. You got to stand on top of vehicles, drive around town.
Those one guys gave Clampa for a ride to go get ice.
Yeah,
That was
just
great.
because he was walking and they just offered. It was cool. They had that police car right there that was really rad.
Oh, the fun police.
Yeah, snagged a photo of that. I'll pop it up there. It's just something that if you've never experienced anything like that, I can't even compare it to anything, honestly.
No, and the closest thing that most people compare it to is Burning Man, but I
Not
I don't
accurate.
even think that's the same thing.
No, this is what Burning Man wishes it could be.
Yeah.
Because this is like a smaller group of community, and they have like rules where if you basically are an asshole, you're out. Just because they don't need people that are gonna be dickheads the whole time. So if you want to just like come express yourself in a cool, fun way with a bunch of other really awesome people, then this is like the place for you. But if you want to just do a bunch of drugs in the middle of the desert, that's Burning Man.
That's Burning Man,
Yeah. Yeah, I also think that them keeping it a lot smaller than Burning Man also helps with that too, though.
Tell the people about Wally, babe.
Wasteland Wally, he is now our mascot for our camp.
Rodeo traded him for something, and then
It's just for something.
I don't remember what he traded, but we ended up with Wally, and we put like a tiki, what are those things called? Like a Hawaiian t-shirt on him.
Yeah, a little wasted out Hawaiian t-shirt.
Gave him a dirty lay.
We're trying to bring back Tiki to the
Tiki to the waist.
waist. Apparently they had it beforehand and it
Disappeared.
for a while, and we're trying to bring it back. And so, you know,
I hope we all go get our Wally tattoos like we talked about.
that'd be rad.
5 random weirdos walking around with Wasteland Wally tattoos.
Wasteland Wally is the best. We also had to go and get our dirt baptism because that is something that everybody has to do when you go out to the wasteland.
You must atone for your cleanliness sins and go get dirty.
The dirt, it is required out there.
It is required out there.
I'm really excited for the next time we go, and if we get to bring some new people with us to be the new first years, because that'll be kind of cool to be on the other side that our tribe did for us and help show us around, show us the cool stuff, and just get us involved. It was so nice having them, and oh man, it made such a difference.
Shit, we probably wouldn't have even known like even a quarter of the stuff that we were able to do without Matt and Carolyn there. There's no way in hell.
Yeah, and we're so grateful to them for showing us this event. It was so rad. Every single moment of every single day was absolutely fantastic. I'm looking forward to the next time that we come to this event.
I have a whole game plan for the next time we go. I'm gonna see a lot more stuff. Like you guys. If you see us the next time we're at Wasteland, come stop by and say hi.
Yeah, say hi. We'll take photos, videos. It'll be a lot of fun.
Maybe we'll even give you a dirty lay.
Yep, it's possible. Well, I think with that, that is really the end of this year's post-field show, Wasteland Weekend vlog,
Video.
podcast thing. And I hope we do get to see you guys out there next time. As always, we're an eclectic group of weirdos, and we'll talk about everything and nothing. So, till then, see ya.